start out, I'll say, hey, Terry, how would you like to do a gut challenge? He'll say, oh, okay. But before we do that, let's try some warm soda pop. I already tried it. It's working.
Okay, you already tested this
Yeah.
too?
Hey, Terry.
Okay.
Huh?
At the warm soda pop isn't the gut challenge?
No. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, well, you got entertainment.
Two.
Well, you're not going to do it again,
No,
are
I'm
you?
not.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
And after a lot of miscommunication.
What is the gut challenge?
The gut challenge is what we just did. Okay, so first we'll start with the gut challenge. And the gut challenge is how fast your gut works. So Terry ate a lot of corn, and so did I. For dinner. We had meatloaf and corn. So that's kind of how you find out how fast your gut works.
Now we have to look at our poop.
And we'll have to look at our poop. A lot of people love to look at their poop. I mean, that's what they do. Sometimes they admire their poop, take pictures of their poop, especially if it's, glorious, if you will.
How's it glorious?
So how did that come? Because I think sometimes with our grandson, I wonder how that comes out of him.
Yeah, it's as big as mine.
This poor little kid. No wonder he has some issues. Anyway,
He doesn't really have
so it's
issues,
basically the sweet corn challenge. So you eat sweet corn, which we had
tonight for supper.
And Terry had a lot of it. And we will come back to you in a week.
Well, I want to know when it's coming
and
out,
let you
I
know.
guess.
Well, yeah, we have to look. I mean, we're going to have to
remember to look.
We're going to have to check our dookie and see how.
See if
I'm not going to
there's
go
chunks of
through
corn
it,
in it.
but you know how corn goes in and comes out the
Well,
same.
we ate enough. I think it'll show.
It should. Well, it's one of those. It's one of the foods you eat that actually goes in and it comes out looking, doesn't it?
Yeah, my
Pretty
dad
much.
used to complain, "Don't feed me corn."
So this is how you test. You keep an eye out for those yellow kernels, obviously. See if it shows up in 12 hours or less. Your gut is a speed racer. So if it comes out 12 hours or less, it's a speed racer. If it takes more than 48 hours, your gut might need a boost.
I would think mine should be okay. I drink my kabuka all the time. I'm hoping it comes out.
So we will
better
come
than it
back to
used
this. We'll tell you if we have, what did I say? A speed racer gut,
or it needs
or
a boost.
is it
I need a boost.
I need a
one.
boost gut? And you can try this at home if you'd like.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know in a week how things go. Now, sitting in front of us, we have warm. These have all been heated up. Terry did her masterful work with the microwave. And so each soda we're going to try, or pop, depending on where you are and how you say it, because everybody says it differently. Some people say soda. Some people say pop. Sometimes I say both.
Yeah.
But we haven't drank pop, so we're going to be wired tonight.
I know.
You know
I don't drink pop anymore.
No, we
really.
we don't drink. Yeah, we do not drink a lot of pop. So where do you want to start? You want to start
We
this
used to
end or
drink
that
it
end?
every Friday night.
We did,
guard
used
nights.
to. Yeah. Okay. So where do you want to start?
Let's start with the spiced Coke.
So this is a spiced Coke. Terry really likes the spice.
You know what? I'm
No?
thinking, well,
No, we're changing our
that's
mind.
Okay, let's do this.
No, whatever
Okay.
you want to do. This is the spiced Coke. We're going to try this.
That's really good.
Let's see.
Warm.
This is warm spiced Coke. Is that all it is spiced?
It's raspberry spiced. I don't know if it was a limited time raspberry spiced Coke.
You know, it's not bad warmed up.
It's pretty good.
It's like a unique tea. You want some more?
Yeah, it's like a unique tea.
All right, you're done. All right.
Okay,
So now we're going to try the sun-kissed orange. We're going to. We're not sponsored, by the way. Nobody offered this to us. But if you'd like to offer us something to try, we'd be glad to take it.
I like that better cold.
You like orange? This is the sun-kissed orange. Oh yeah, most definitely. Not heated up. Now I seen a lot of these were on TikTok actually. And they were talking about how they heated up Dr. Pepper, and they thought it was really good. So I thought we tried. But I also picked
I really
other.
like this spice.
The orange is that's yeah, it's not good orange. It's not good heated up sun-kissed orange. Now we're trying the Mountain Dew.
That's better than I thought it would. You know, if you like lemon tea or lemon.
that gut challenge might work quicker than I thought with all this popcorn down us.
It
We might have to quit halfway
My
through.
bubbles bubble right through.
This is the Mountain Dew.
It's not bad. I like Mountain Dew cold, but
I'm not a big Mountain Dew
person.
fan, but it's not bad.
Who is
heated
it that
up.
likes Mountain Dew? Lauren. We should have her.
Yeah, we should have her try it warmed up. Okay, now we're going to do the A&W root beer.
You're an A&W.
I'm a root beer fan. I do like root beer. I'm a big fan.
That's good.
Okay, let's see.
It needs some ice cream.
Oh, most definitely.
It would be
you had
great as a float warmed up. Like
warmed
that.
up, yeah. Maybe that's something different. Usually we do it.
Cold
The ice
root
cream.
beer.
Was that would melt though? Ice cream pretty quick,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
and then it would be more like creamy.
The A&W is not bad heated up. So, and now this was a favorite
I used to be Dr. Pepper
on.
person.
Yeah.
I was.
Do you do the pepper? The Dr. Pepper? See what you think there.
really warm?
That was the last one we heated too. You think that one would be the?
It's good. I think I even like this one a little bit better though.
Let's see.
Warm.
Dr. Pepper.
They're similar, but this one has a little more of a kick to it, I think.
The Dr. Pepper is not bad. I can see why they heated it up a little bit.
The raspberry taste comes through when this is warm a little bit better.
Let's see. This is the spiced.
Mm-hmm. Raspberry spiced Coke.
The two don't mix though. I had the pepper and the spice, and it kind of threw me off. If you had to pick, if you had one that you
Like
now remember,
best.
these are heated up. These aren't just warm.
I think I would like this one the best warm.
That's number one. What would be your number two? Dr. Pepper's two. I would agree with that. I think I
Or
did
you
like
like
the
the Dr.
spice. I
Pepper?
liked the Dr. Pepper. It was pretty good heated up. What would come in three though? I'll be honest. I think the Mountain Dew for me would probably. Well, the orange wasn't good for me either. I don't know if that's a.
The orange would come in last for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. I think
It would probably be root beer, then the Sprite, and then this.
You mean Mountain Dew?
Mhm, the Mountain Dew, yeah.
You don't got in. I was going to get Sprite, but I didn't.
Oh,
I should have. Maybe I should have picked up Sprite
yeah.
just to see if it's any good, but I didn't.
We've been buying Mountain Dew. Doesn't someone like Mountain Dew better than Sprite? Or no, she likes Sprite.
No, she likes Mountain Dew.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But I think they always say that clear. Didn't they say like the clear soda pops
Yeah.
are really good for you rather than the colored ones? Didn't they say
I
that?
never heard that.
I've heard that. I
Some
don't know
of
where I
them
heard
have
that.
more caffeine than others.
I could be wrong about that. So we are saying Coke spiced is pretty good. And it was good.
Dr.
This is
Pepper
heated
pretty
up.
good too.
Dr. Pepper, I can see this was on TikTok, and I thought we'd try it to see, and it wasn't bad. And A&W wasn't bad, and I'm wondering if you put ice cream in it.
It would melt the
How
ice
that
cream
would-
faster, and then
yeah.
it would be like
I'm starting.
what Laverne and Shirley and their milk and Pepsi.
Yeah, their milk.
And, was
Yes,
it milk and
it was
Pepsi
milk
that
and
they
Pepsi
drank? Yeah,
on Laverne and Shirley. Yeah, exactly.
would be. I think it
But,
would be a little bit better than milk and Pepsi because the root beer has a little more kick to it.
You had that. If you had that really good vanilla ice cream,
yeah,
that would be good too.
vanilla bean, vanilla.
So anyway,
Yeah,
that's our challenge that we did. The warm
Pop.
soda pops. Was there a flavor that might have missed that you would have liked to have tried, or I mean, trying to cover some of the
Dr.
main.
Pepper's what
I didn't do
mainly-
Coke.
Pepsi. We used to be Pepsi drinkers. all
Yeah,
the
I didn't think
time.
about trying Pepsi. I wonder if
A plain Coke and plain Pepsi.
we were a
Maybe better.
Pepsi
We were a Pepsi family
Oh, yeah,
for a lot of
Pepsi.
years.
for sure. Not that we just stopped drinking pop. But I got to be honest with you. Right now, I'm worried about my gut. I think I might have a speed racer gut.
My
No, don't even say it. Is it hitting already for you
No.
too? Oh, okay.
I'm afraid
thought
I won't be
maybe
able to
you're ready.
sleep because of the sugar. That's more sugar
Oh.
than I've had in I don't know how long.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying.
And caffeine in some of them.
There's a lot of pop here for soda.
We only had a sip of each, and that's still more than
That's
I've
a lot.
had in a long
That's
time.
a lot of sugar. So you might have to put the estrogen on
Yeah, I might.
tonight,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't have any hot flashes. Yeah, we're still going through the hot flashes.
Yep, might have to.
It's just not.
It is. Sorry. I thought I was done. I quit for about 3 years almost, and then
Yeah.
boom, I got him back again. Stress.
Stress. There's been a lot
That's
going
what
on.
Other people have told me the stress has brought theirs back on too.
I believe it. I
They're
believe
more
that.
stressed than I am. I'm just stressed because everyone around us is falling apart.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, if you'd like to try any of these, leave us a comment. We'd like to know maybe you tried something different that we haven't tried, and we'll try it because
Yep.
we're up
Open
for
to it,
just
yeah.
about anything, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our challenge. So that's
So
what we
far, we
want to
haven't
do.
spit anything across the room yet. We'll see
No,
when that
yeah, so
happens,
far
huh?
yeah, I know.
If we get leery after that,
Yeah, they brought us a whole box of MREs,
Oh,
and we don't know what's in them.
Are they going to come and?
So
do
we are
them with
hoping to
us?
do that very soon. We're going to have the MREs, and it's okay. That's
All
the
that
pop.
pop.
That's the
Mhm.
soda pop. I like to put both words together. That way
Soda
I'm
pop?
covering whoever's watching all across the world.
Oh,
Maybe they call it
okay.
something different.
Who knows?
I don't know either. So we're going to the next subject. The next subject is, how many photos do you have in your phone?
Oh, way too many. I've got
If
photos
you had to count 'em-
from
I know you do have a lot of photos.
Zachary's high school years.
Would you say it's less than 1,600?
No.
You think it's more than 1,600 pictures
Mm-hmm.
in your phone? No, I don't want you to. How would you know? Oh, I guess it would say.
I don't know.
I
if it
can't
does
because
say or
my
not.
phone's over there.
Yeah.
We are.
I would say more than that.
You would say more than 1,600 pictures?
Yeah, because sometimes when I'm taking
Wow.
them by the kid, you know, get five
Well,
of
yeah,
them, and
that's
then I
true.
go back and delete them. Sometimes I forget, and then they're all there.
Mm.
I need to clean out my phone,
Yeah, we do have to.
and I would like
do
to.
that.
I need to go and print some of them or do like
we have a printer, so we should start
do
printing
like,
these pictures.
Sarah does and get a book made of little,
Oh, yeah. And Pat, like when the
we
monster
should
truck
get
show
all.
for
Yeah,
Fred.
we should get all.
We have
that
all those
done.
pictures of him in the monster.
But
He loved
we
the
need
monster truck
everything
show.
his mother took, and then we need to get a book made.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some. We have to buy more. What do you call that? Picture paper.
Yeah, well, that's for us, but I'm like thinking if we send away for a book, have a book made,
Oh,
like Sarah has.
oh yeah. I see what you're saying. What is that?
I think that would be really good.
What is that called? Not creative.
She goes through.
I forget what it's
I
called.
don't know what you could.
Yeah, you probably know what it is. Out
I
there
do.
in the
left
podcasting
me.
world. Let me know. I know.
It left.
I know
me.
there's-
there's 2 or 3 different
they're
companies
here.
that do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because we got
Mhm.
one book for his first birthday that she gave us.
Yes.
So I mean, it's. Anyway, they said here that the average person has 1,598. So I mean, you could round it up and say 1,600. And what are the most common pictures
My
that's in your
grandkids.
phone? Yeah, got to be kids, right? A family, grandkids. They didn't say what the percentage was for pets
also
or
clothes
or
that I need to
nudes.
match up.
What?
Like if I have an odd color pair of shorts or pants that I need a shirt for, I'll take a picture on my phone. That way, when I go shopping, I have the color to
Oh,
match it
okay.
up.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
why I kept the dresses for the wedding on there. See,
just to go through.
yeah. If you think that'll look good with that,
Yeah. So yeah, do you have more than 1,600? Terry does, and
I'm sure I do.
so a lot. Any of them the pets?
Oh yeah,
A lot of pets.
dogs. Yeah, I got pictures of Titus sitting in the fireplace. I have pictures of Rigby bringing me his bowl and banging it on the floor. I've got pictures of Rigby curled up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pets.
19% say they don't even really go back and go through them. Has it been a long time since you've gone all the way to the top of the pictures when you start scrolling
Facebook or whatever sends you those memories things.
through? Yeah.
Then when I see them, I'll go back and look at them. Then
Oh, okay.
sometimes.
One solution, obviously, is to print them out so you can see them, especially the good ones.
Then we could probably have more memory in our phone. If
True.
We
Well, yeah,
print
that would
them and
probably
delete
help.
them.
Surprisingly, younger adults, and 40% of Gen Zers say they regularly print photos from their phone compared to boomers, which, no, we're not. One of us is a boomer and one of us isn't. Remember we did this on a podcast? I can't remember. I think you're the boomer and I'm
Yeah, because
Gen
mine's
Z.
64 and
And I'm
yours is
65. We're like right at the cutoff.
Yep.
But we need to print some pictures. We got a lot of great pictures. So let me know how many pictures you have in your phone, in your gallery. if you will.
I
10
got
things
more than one book.
just in your
going.
phone.
Mm-hmm.
You probably do. More likely.
I mean, I've got, you know how it used to say albums? I had 3 of them going.
Oh.
That's why I know I have more than
Oh, you have 3
1,600.
albums going just in your phone. Oh, I don't have that. I know I don't have 3 albums.
I did have. I don't know. With the new phone, I haven't really
I'm
paid
just amazed how
attention.
people are able to catch with their phone, like great pictures that I don't even think about pulling the phone out. You know what I mean?
I always think of it late, like Beckett got me. And
Sometimes Beckett or Fenn takes pictures too. So
it's one of them sent some snaps out on Snapchat for me, and I don't even know it's their leg and their, I don't even know what it is of. I don't think they meant to do it, but they just.
All right. So have you ever been to a restaurant and there are things that you do or you could do that servers secretly hate?
Oh, I could see that.
You know, there's certain things they don't like, and they don't like to complain. Oh, there's some great waitresses and waiters out there. They do a heck of a job. I like the ones that come to the table with no pen or paper. That amazes me. Yeah, especially if it's a pretty decent crowd. If it's over 4, I'm already lost. You've lost me. There's no way I'm going to remember.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In fact, we should do that as a podcast. We
Go
should
to
have
a
people
restaurant.
sit up. We go to and see who can remember
Who's
the
by
most.
order. Yeah.
Now that'd have to be a whole different setup, which I am working on. We are doing this first, and then I'm hoping to upgrade to a little bit better system, if you will. But anyway, it's all good because we're having fun. So that's all that matters. But I think that would be good. See how would we remember? I don't think I could. Like if you would you
When I
remember
was
drinks,
younger,
maybe.
I think I could remember most of it.
Oh, yeah, as I'm getting older,
As I'm getting older, my memory's going.
So this one, someone had asked. This is where a teleprompter would really help because I could have. Although I don't know if I could read a teleprompter
and
for
look
this
at the
one.
camera. Yeah.
You actually can put it on your phone, and you can read. Like bullet points.
That's too far apart. I don't
know if I could see
I
it.
couldn't see
I need
it
a bigger
unless you
screen.
had a big print on it.
Well, they make a bigger one. I just saw today. It'd be really cool because you could put this up there as bullet points, and you're doing 2 things. So you can see what you want to talk about, and you're
looking at
connecting
the
with
camera,
our wonderful family. But those of you that are doing audio, we want to connect with you too. So this is for you too. Okay, so these are things that servers secretly hate. When you walk in and you sit at a table that hasn't been cleared. Now, if it's got dirty dishes on it, obviously it's not ready. Well, I think these are like restaurants that have where you
walk in.
It's
and
like a
seat
walk-in
yourself.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Like the diners.
Yeah, like it's a first come, first serve. Sometimes they don't have anybody at the door, and especially like a sports bar where you want to watch something and someone gets up and it's a pretty good seat.
And so you're
probably going to take that seat more than likely.
So you can see the TV.
Yeah, more than likely. When people insist on sitting outside and then they complain about the temperature, the noise, or the bugs. So why do you want to go outside? Especially in the summertime. It's tough if it's warm.
Well,
that would be tough for me.
If there was a hornet's nest that I didn't know about, then I would want moved. I mean, I
So you're going to check for bees first?
Well, yeah, I guess we have to go outside and check for bees before we.
Yeah, hold on. Can I scout the outside before I decide where I want to sit?
Because I usually will sit in the sun. You know what I mean? Or I
don't know if I want to sit in the sun though. I mean, if it's
it depends on
10 degrees.
Yeah, it depends on the. But like when we go to Florida, I hope our restaurants are back open.
Yeah.
The ones on the bay all got washed out in the hurricane. So we may not have a walking distance restaurant like we usually do.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that until just now.
Well, yeah, you're going to Florida. Terry's heading to Florida. You should film some stuff that you do so we can
I'll try
on the
to.
podcast. I mean, just have maybe just here I am on the beach and we can put it in with our. No, I'm serious. You don't have to take a picture of yourself. You can send that to me privately.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Last 2 times I went, I sent you pictures of my sunburn.
Yeah, sunburn.
And I was red.
She was red.
And I never used to get red at all.
All right, some other things that servers, waiters secretly hate. Grabbing your plate or your drink off the tray that they're holding. You seem like you're helping, but it's balanced.
balancing,
Exactly.
And I would never do that.
You are
because
throwing
I know
off the
that-
whole balance.
And you could spill the whole thing on her or on your table.
Yeah, you're not helping them.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Now, obviously, if they're holding the plate and they're handed to you, that's a different story.
Yeah.
You know, that's the other thing. I don't know if I could carry a tray of
those
plates.
big, like in
I
the
don't think I
bigger
could do it.
restaurants and those big Italian restaurants when they have that big plates
Yeah.
and they're heaped up. I couldn't.
I don't
I'm
think I
not
could do
strong.
it.
I don't have enough arm strength. I go like,
How's it
drop
go?
it all over.
Are you doing it again? Okay.
I wouldn't drop
Parents who let their kids throw stuff everywhere. If your kids leave a big mess, at least match it with a big tip.
Well, I have to say that we got compliments on our kids when we went
We
out
did
when
good.
they were young.
Yeah, they were good kids.
Number one, we didn't go out all the time.
And we kept them
Because
inside in a
especially-
cage.
Especially
No, that's
when
not true. We
we were
didn't.
doing foster care, I cooked at home more because I wanted kids to learn home cooked meal. And I didn't know if they got home
Well,
cooked
that's
meals
true.
and stuff like that. And then when we did go out, our kids knew if they didn't behave, they wouldn't be going out again. I mean, they
Right.
just knew that. And
Right.
I remember having different foster kids and going out like to the Olive Garden before we had one way up at South Hills. And we had a foster child, and Zachary was only 2 at the time. So we had him from 13 to 2 years old, 4 or 5
Right.
kids with us. And we got compliments. Your kids, we just, everyone probably cringed when they saw us coming. Oh, no.
Here we
this
go, a
is gonna
bunch
be.
of kids.
And the
Rowdy
girl
kids.
actually complimented us on how good the kids were and how they stayed seated and how they ate their meals. And, she said, your kids are just excellent. If all the families came in here with kids like this, we wouldn't cringe whenever they
We
came.
probably just got lucky that day.
No, I
No, they
think
were
our
pretty
kids.
good.
But you know what? We ate at the table every day and we used our manners.
Yeah.
Like, please pass the peas.
All you got to do now is
thank
throw a
you.
phone in front of a
Yeah.
kid. He'll be fine. Or a tablet.
And see, I wouldn't
Which
allow
is
that.
sad, but that's what it
And
is.
that's what I probably wouldn't. I still probably wouldn't. I might do the tablet every once in a while.
Well, especially if it's a wait. If we had a long, like we remember we
a
waited
long wait
for food and
waiting
Fen was
for-
already
yes.
hungry. Luckily we had,
A
well, I
ta-
had my phone.
Well, and then when you're out and waiting for a table, the tablet's fine. But at our family dinner table, when we sit and eat, like hopefully once Fen and Beckett are in school, they'll say, okay, no tablet. Our dinner time is time for you to tell me
Right.
what went on in school. Is there anything I should know that happened today?
We have lost our, there's a lack of communication.
Lost
anymore, for
touch
sure.
with everyone eats in front of the TV or the computer and they don't communicate as well as they should.
Some other things that servers secretly hate. When you don't say please or thank you, some people just say, I'll have this or I want that. I always try and say thank you. I think I
we've
overdo
always
the thank
used
you
manners
sometimes.
because I've always been told my kids were mannerly, and I think that our kids were mannerly just because we used manners at home.
Because she'll bring a plate
We
of
didn't
our food, and I'll say
physically
thank
teach
you.
them,
Brings a
although-
straw, thank you. Brings a napkin, thank you.
If
Am I overdoing it?
No. If
Okay.
we worked on Fen when he first started talking, please and thank you.
Right.
We did work on that. But I don't remember ever working on that with our kids. But we, like I said, we used them every day at the dinner table. And as soon as that RJ was old enough to sit in the high chair, we ate together
Yeah.
at dinner time.
Right. Snapping or whistling to get their attention. A wave is fine if they don't see you at first. Give them a minute. You're probably not their only table, which is probably true. They have more than one table. In fact, they have a section, don't they?
Yeah, they usually
I never
have a
can figure out
section.
how the section works. It always seems like you'd think it would be like this section, but sometimes
Right
it's
here.
2 tables here and 3 tables over there.
Yeah.
I don't know how they figure that out, but I don't know if it's because I don't know what it is. I don't know how they do. I've never been in the restaurant business. Maybe you can tell us why that is. I mean, how do you know like your section?
They're
and-
probably this section here and a section here, and there was 2 extra ones here and 3 extra.
I wonder if they
ones
have the
over there.
same section all the time.
I
time
don't
they go
think
in.
so. But I think they
Move you around.
Yeah, they may move you around.
Acting like a regular when you're not really a regular. Don't expect special treatment. If you only come in twice a year, Once a week, you're a regular. Once a month, maybe.
Well, the Starbucks all know our neighbor by
I'll tell you
name.
who I
They
want to
know our
know.
They all know our neighbor by name.
There's Eaton Park. Pretty much knows we're there more than.
It's my
a
I
lot.
don't
We're
feel
there
like
a
cooking
lot.
tonight. It's my I don't feel like cooking tonight.
In fact, Eaton Park, if you'd like to sponsor the show, because we're there all the time, we'd love to have you as a sponsor.
And we know we've learned a couple of the waitresses I know from school.
Yeah.
And then
I've always had good food. I've never really been disappointed.
Reminds us of my niece that passed away.
I think the thing about Eaton Park is it's just, for us, it's easy. That makes sense?
Yeah,
It's kind of easy.
It's close.
Yeah, it's right down. Yeah, it's 5 minutes away.
Easy, yeah.
But the food
there's
is
certain
good.
sandwiches that are go-to whenever
Yeah.
we're just in a hurry and want in and out.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. It's probably as quick as fast food, and it tastes better, and it's a little bit cheaper.
It's a little bit cheaper, I think.
when you're just getting a sandwich.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah, exactly. When you come in 15 minutes late, or 15 minutes before they close, I should say, everyone in the kitchen hates you. So if you're getting there right before
Because
closing
they're
time,
cleaning the grill, and then they have to slap a hamburger. Or
well,
something
your
on
hamburger is
there.
going to have a lot of extra stuff on it. I'll tell you that right now. If you're coming in that late, might get a swirly in the toilet, and then here,
You're so bad.
here's your hamburger and fries. Why are my fries soggy and a little bit brown?
That's gross.
But hey, listen, you know what I mean? Or I never would send anything back. There's no way. I'm not sending it back.
You just take it home and
I'll
cook
just-
it yourself. Would you
no,
have
I
to
just-
ask for a to
I just
go?
just
I mean, if
to
the
go.
steak is too rare for you, could
you could, maybe throw it on our grill, but
yeah.
that's never happened. I've never had to do that.
No.
I've been very lucky. I think the only meal that I would say I wasn't real happy with, remember that blackened something I got?
Yeah, we don't like black.
I did not like
stuff.
that. It was just too, I don't know what it was.
What
I
was
just,
that?
that was Applebee's.
Was it Apple?
Yeah,
I
it was
thought
Applebee's.
Apple. I thought it was what's the one that closed?
Like
That Jimmy used to work at.
TGI Fridays.
Yeah, we got
I
there. A
don't
couple
know.
times
Maybe
we got
I don't know.
blackened and
Maybe
we
I
didn't
thought it was
like yeah.
Applebee's, but and the last one the servers secretly hate when you eat everything on your plate and then say I hated it. They'll give you a laugh. They'll give you the laugh you want. They've just heard it a million times. Oh, I guess they go, that's a good one. One of those kind of things.
You ate it.
This
pretty
was
good for
terrible.
mine.
I hated it. Every bite of it, every last bite. And then, they go,
Yeah.
here's your bill.
Yeah. Here's your bill. You ate it all.
Yeah. Are we, favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert. We got lots of them.
I mean, if you're going to Eaton Park, mine is the grilled sticky.
Yeah.
I love their grilled sticky. It's
I
very
wanted
good.
to try their
What was it?
peanut butter chocolate cake.
Yes, they were out.
Mm.
They were out of it, which is probably a good thing.
But
To
they
be
had
honest.
pistachio pie. I would have liked to try too.
Okay.
Yeah, I like anything you put peanut butter. Peanut butter pie. Their peanut butter pie is really good with
What
their-
is that? The one we had? It was really rich.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really good
It's like
though.
peanut butter, and it's got chocolate. Yeah, chocolate
was
and peanut butter.
Really good.
Cups in it, and
So you want to start a podcast? Maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun. And I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. Now, it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. Okay, can not eating sweets kill you?
No.
I don't know how you guys did for the holidays. Of course, that's been a while, the holidays, but I am horrible around the holidays because Terry makes
I made too many cookies.
so
and
many
I ate
cookies,
them this
but they
year,
were
and
so
I think
good.
that's another reason I started hot flashes again, because I was
All the
off
cookies?
the sugar and I was eating cookies
Those
every day.
cookies were just so
I was
good.
eating
though.
a cookie. Yeah,
It says that
at least one a day, if not more.
researchers tracked the added sugar intake of 70,000 people to see how it affected their heart. And of course, they looked at some of the sources like sugar, especially sugary toppings, honey, cookies, any type of sweets, sweetened drinks, which we have in front of us, like soda. See, it says soda right here. They don't say pop. I say pop too. They found that too much sugar, especially in drinks, can up your risk of heart attack or stroke. But they also were surprised to find that people that completely avoided sugar were also at a higher risk. But there's a but there. There's a big old but.
Did they have too much
They
salt?
think it's possible the no sugar people had pre-existing conditions that they didn't reveal. You see what I mean?
Mhm.
Like when they did the survey, they probably really didn't, reveal
Have-
it.
they
Well,
didn't have
I'm
a
off sugar,
questionnaire, yeah.
but there's a reason. Yeah, like the questionnaire.
Yeah, like I'm pre-diabetic. That's why I watch my
And that's why they
sugar,
were
yeah.
avoiding sugar. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it could explain why their hearts weren't as healthy. Still, they say that, extreme sugar intake may not necessarily be beneficial. But I think we're talking a lot about sugar.
I feel better when I
And-
don't have sugar.
Well, I will say I don't feel as bloated not having the
I don't
sugar.
feel as foggy headed.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ringing in my ears and the ringing in the back of my head goes away. Ooh, did you hear
'Cause that's
the
where
crack?
let's just do that for a minute. Stretching.
Ooh, did you hear it?
Oh, I heard it. I wonder if they got it on the audio part, your neck cracking. Terry's doing her neck exercises right now. For those of you that are listening, Terry got her neck to crack.
Yep.
But the
Maybe I'll
sugary
sleep
stuff,
good now.
so the grilled sticky is for me number one, but I can't. And I'm just wondering how much sugar is in the so-called good cereals that I eat. This
Oh, there's still
this
sugar.
almond stuff. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. We're staring them down the barrel. See.
Honey bunches of nut oats.
So just in this Dr. Pepper, total sugars 39 grams. Additional added sugars 78%. That's
So
a lot.
78%.
That's in Dr. Pepper. Let's see
There's
what's in
78% sugar in that.
A&W root beer is 43 grams of sugar, 86%. Included 43 grams added sugars, 86% is the, oh God, that's a lot. I think that's the value. Dr. Pepper, I'm sorry, Mountain Dew is, holy crap. Oh, it's 46 grams for the Mountain Dew. So
That has
that's,
less sugar in it.
this is, which one is more? I forgot what I said.
The A&W root beer has the most.
43. So now it's Mountain Dew has the most.
Oh, I thought it was.
That's
You said
43.
86
That's 46.
overall, though.
Well, that's 86% is like the daily value
Oh,
or something,
okay.
whatever that means. And then this one is the orange drink. It has 41. So right now, Mountain Dew is number one
I
in
told
the sugar in.
because you said the clear drinks were better for you, but I've heard that.
Well, that's yellow.
I know, but
Like yellow. Like depending on how much. Now the spiced Coke is 25 grams. It's the lowest. So this actually is the lowest of all the sugars.
and it's that raspberry aftertaste.
Does it
that
taste any
tastes
better
good.
when it's cooled down?
Oh no, this is pretty good.
I like root beer. So, all right. So
Put some amaretto in that, and I really like it.
now, a lot of companies, this was something I saw and I thought this was interesting. A lot of companies have sick days. There's a lot of companies that don't have sick
Yeah.
days. But there are companies that have sick days. They have, of course, vacation days. Sometimes they'll give you a personal day. Now there's a chance that some companies are going to give out sex days. That's right, sex days on top of the sick days. I can't even say it. I'm so excited.
How would that?
I'm going to take tomorrow off. I'm going to have a sex day. So it says,
And what if your wife can't be off?
well, Five Finger Sally's. Yes. A lot of people have tried to use sick day. A lot of people like to use sick days, especially after a holiday. If it falls, depending on how it falls.
I like the companies, like the bank didn't have sick days. You called off, when you were sick, but they could ask for a doctor's note. Anytime you took 3 consecutive ones or.
And they want to take the day to recharge, whatever day it is, they want to take a day. Now they're saying that in the future, it might be able to use a sex day to recharge in another kind of way. A new report says it's possible that workplaces may start providing special days for sexual wellness. These are so-called sex days, would be dedicated time off for intimacy, health, and related needs. I might take a sex day.
I might not be home.
You would definitely not want to be home. Is that what you're saying? You're going to take that day off?
It depends on the day,
In a survey, more than 3 in 5 support the idea of paid or unpaid sex days. So a lot of people are right on board with wanting some sex days. You got nothing?
I don't know if you're young and single and you.
What if you're like middle of the road? So I'm not really middle of the road. I'm an old fogey, but I don't, mind messing up the sheets every now and then. What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I guess you'd get it planned then. You could write it in your calendar.
That doesn't work.
Right.
Wednesday
the 15th is a sex day.
Sex day.
So okay, then
Then your kids come over, read your calendar, and they say, Mom, Dad, what is this?
I guess I'll come over Wednesday and save my mom.
Yeah. Half of employees who have taken a sex day, they've taken one, reported increased productivity. I could believe that. 1 in 5 would feel comfortable approaching their manager about taking a sex day. I wonder if I could ask Joe when I go in, hey, Joe, can I have a sex day? And he'll go, a sick day? No, sex day. So that would be on top of my
vacation.
And I need a sick day after my sex day to recoup just from all the great sex that we were going to have.
In our imaginations.
Oh, see? And now we're imagining it. Perfect. Just what I need. They're going to stop making the penny. Did you see this?
No.
Yeah, they're going to stop making the penny. He wants to stop because I think it costs more than 2 cents to make the penny. But it also costs more to make the nickel than it. So are you going to get rid of the nickels too?
I don't know.
But even so, if you get rid of the pennies, that's going to make things round up a little bit.
5 cents.
Right. So, or you're not going to round anything down.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you seen it?
Now will be 5 cents.
Have you ever seen anybody round down?
No.
So, yeah, I haven't seen that either. So, just letting you know, there might not be any more pennies. You know what it is? The pennies, people don't use pennies as much. You know what I mean? Like,
I have them.
We have them, but we don't recirculate the pennies because they're pennies. When it's like $3.42.
I put
right? You're going to
when
put.
they have that little cup at the cash register, I put the
I know,
pennies
but
in
that's
there,
not really
recirculating
getting it
them.
back in the market.
But
to
then
get
if
it
someone's 2 cents short, to have it then.
we're always 2 cents short,
Yeah.
and I need more 2 cents. All right, let's finish up with farting.
Oh, God, you would.
Okay. Actually, I had another
That's
story.
as bad as
I
looking at
wanted
your
to put
poop.
the two fart stories together, huh?
That's as bad as looking at your poop.
Well, we're going to find that out next week as we do
Okay.
our gut challenge. Should we have pictures or not pictures?
No, I'm not taking
I'll just
no
have
pictures.
a picture of corn because that's what it's going to look like anyway. We'll just do it that way. All right. So I had another story about a woman that did a cyber fart, but I can't find that story. So this story, we'll leave you with this. A Metropolitan police officer is in trouble. He allegedly farted in a female coworker's face at work. Now, I'm not sure exactly how that all
Was
works
she
out.
bent over?
Well, that's I'm trying to figure out like what was he doing and what was she doing.
Was she picking up a box and he bent over and he?
Yeah, reports are saying that the officer did it on purpose and he's being investigated for bad behavior. And that's not all. He and another officer also have a reported history of making inappropriate comments about female coworkers. Their bosses say this kind of thing isn't okay. If they find he did something wrong, like farting in a coworker's face, one would assume they could be punished or maybe lose their job. I mean, if he did it on purpose.
I would just stay
that'd be
away
like
from
me
him.
standing up right here.
If he's known as a woman, saying stuff to, you either need to learn to joke with people and just brush it off and act like it's harmless.
It's one thing to walk into a room and have the farts.
Or you need to just stay away from that part. If they really bother you because their comments bother you, then you try to stay away from them. The only way that would be is if they're your partner. Then you ask for a new partner.
You want a new partner because he's constantly farting.
Yeah, or he has comments that I don't like and I don't want to have to avoid.
I mean, if all you eat is a bean burrito,
then
you're going to have some issues eventually. But if you're not, I mean, I hope he didn't do it on purpose.
Well, who knows?
Right? I mean, that would be the hope. What are you doing, Dr. Pepper?
Drinking the Dr. Pepper now. I'm going to live it up.
I guess so. But anyway, that's...
that is good too.
The Dr. Pepper. Yeah, that is pretty good.
I do like this one a little bit better warm though.
This warm.
Mm-hmm.
We should have tried one.
But I liked this
cold.
when we bought it, but I don't drink pop. That's the only reason it's left over.
Yeah,
we
some were mixed on. We had it for picnics, and some were mixed on whether or not they liked. Yeah. I don't mind it. I've actually kind of got used to it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a good popcorn card night.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's I like the smaller cans.
I like the little can because then it's not quite as much.
I do too. I do like the smaller cans.
That's why that has less sugar. The serving is smaller.
Yeah, that's right. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
There's not as much in it. You're so smart.
Because taste it. It's got just as much sugar as the other ones.
Oh, this is the actual like room temperature.
Yeah.
I think I do like it heated up. We'll do one more talking point. You ready?
Okay.
Who do you think stays home with sick kids more, men or women?
Women.
Parents skip work for their sick kiddos, and this, of course, this time of year is
bad.
Oh, it's the worst. It's been so
How many times did you take a kid to the doctor?
The only time that I remember actually taking one to the doctor was Zachary, and that was the time that his poop was stuck inside of him. And then I ended up having to go to the emergency room. He had to drink a bunch of stuff to dig all the poop out.
No, they sent you for a CT scan, and you called me at work, and I had to come straight over to relieve you because you'd been in the office and then in the emergency room or whatever all day.
Yeah,
I'm like, what do you think I would have done? I did that.
Well, I did it, but he was he wanted his mommy. He didn't want his daddy.
Well, he didn't like it when he went to the urologist for that problem either.
Yeah, I know.
He was like, Mommy, he's violating me and you're letting him.
I got to do that too. I got to have a camera.
That's never fun.
I'm going to find out if my tattoo's still there.
I don't think
on
so.
My
I think
colon.
they cut it off.
They cut it out?
They cut it out when they did the surgery.
Anyway, parents that skip work for sick kiddos all the time, especially while their antibodies are developing. But a study says that when that happens, usually the
Female.
mom sacrifices her workday. In fact, moms are 10 times more likely to skip work for their sick children than dads.
But we do know that with RJ and Lauren, they've both been to the hospital with Ben.
Yes, they have.
mean,
They have
'cause
both
the night
been. Yes.
In April when he was here, you and RJ took him to the emergency
Yes, we
room.
did. He got the
He
croup.
said, let me get
and we
there
ran
and see how bad he is. And he
in the
gave
middle of
him
the
in
night.
the middle of the night.
Yes,
you
we
went
did.
to the ER.
Yes. I'm sure
you
there's
got
some
in
great
the car
dads out
because
there.
I was afraid he would cry and then it would croup up even worse and he wouldn't be able to breathe on the way to the hospital. And he had a longer ride to the hospital from our house than he does from his.
I'm sure there's some really great dads out there that.
Well, and
you know,
I'm sure there's single
do their
dads
share.
that
Oh,
have
yep,
to do
yep,
everything.
single
that
moms
have
too.
to, have
It's
to
tough out there today, trying to work 2 or 3 jobs
and have to take off when their kids
Yep,
are sick,
sick.
because the nurse calls and you have to come get them. You don't know how many times when I was at school, the nurse from such and such a school would call, and I knew I was already booking who's
Yeah.
on hall duty that I can get a hold of, and sometimes I'd even have to put them on the loudspeaker. Well, Mr. So and so, please dial my number,
right.
And I'm like, his school just called. I'm sure he's calling me in a minute to have to leave. And I would just send him down the hall and say, will you see if he has to leave or if he had someone else to go get them, and, him or her. And if they would go check, they were on hall duty, so they'd go down and check, and then they would pick up the phone and let me know, oh, the husband was going today, or,
Right.
someone else was going, or, oh, no, I'm going to just cover right now so they can leave.
So do you have anything?
And
you
then I
wanna-
have to cover them the rest of the day.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to end the show on? Anything that you always say you're going to throw something my way to help the show, and
You know what?
I just wonder if you had any
fried
ideas.
today.
Oh, you're fried today. Okay.
I had to run around today.
I
have
see.
to run around tomorrow.
What do you think I did all day?
I know you were Joe's taxi.
I was.
today.
Well, we did a lot today, but you don't have anything to.
I was a taxi today.
That's right. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook or X at Just Talking Out Loud. Also, don't forget to share, like, and what was the other thing? Share, like, and subscribe to our podcast. And there's going to be like a thumbs up. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. And if there's any comments,
We'll
we'll
take
take them, good or bad. We don't care. I mean, if we did, we really cared, we probably wouldn't be on here anyway. I mean, we're just doing this for fun. And hopefully you're having fun, and we can do this as a weekly
thing.
So thanks so much for listening. We are out.
Have a great week.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.